Hi, I'm Rachel Gray. Welcome to my cooking channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make some sweet potato fries with a Chipotle lime mayonnaise. They're a snap to put together and they're really delicious. There is a little trick to making sweet potato fries in the oven, so I'll walk you through that right now. The first thing I want to do is start with some sweet potatoes. So sweet potatoes and yams are two different things. In our country we kind of mix them all together. But the sweet potato is the one that has the thinner skin, and it's usually that sort of reddish on the inside. The yam is going to be more leathery on the outside and white on the inside. And the first thing we're going to do is peel them. I like a good peeler. This one happens to be Microplane brand. Let's just peel the skin off of these. See how the flesh is nice and orange? Our sweet potatoes are all peeled. And now we're just going to cut them up. I recommend that you get a really good sharp knife just because they're so hard to get through. So the first thing I do is just take the end off. And then I have a flat surface, and so then I'm going to turn that down. And it's just easier to cut if one side is flat. So I'm going to try to make them about 1/4 of an inch. At this point you just really want to make sure you keep your fingers out of the way. So it might be beneficial if once you put that where you want it, if you put that top hand on the top. Once you get your sweet potatoes into slabs, they're going to be a lot easier to cut. And then I'm just going to cut them again like 1/4 of an inch. So I've got that nice French fry cut, and I'm just going to cut through all of them. Once I have the sweet potatoes cut up into stick shape, I'm going to take 2 pans that are lined with a Silpat, and then I'm going to divide them into 2 different bags. And the reason I do this so that I can evenly distribute cornstarch through each bag. Cornstarch is our magic here. This is our trick. This is what makes a sweet potato fry a little crispier than it would normally be. To each one of our bags, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and then I'm just going to seal those up and shake that all together. I'm going to add a teaspoon of cornstarch to each bag, but I'm going to be a little liberal with it, so it's a heaping teaspoon. And just kind of sprinkle that over them. Then seal it up and give it a good shake. Now that they've been coated, we're going to spread them out between 2 baking sheets. We want to give them a lot of room so that they are crispy on all sides. And in the oven they go. We're going to bake these in a 400-degree oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. If you don't have convection and you've got 2 sheets, you do need to rotate those about halfway through the cooking time. While our sweet potato fries are in the oven, we're going to put together the sauce really quickly. So it's super simple. It's just 3 ingredients. I'm going to take some mayonnaise. I need 3/4 of a cup. And I'm just going to put it into a food processor. This food processor goes with my stick blender. And then we're going to add some chipotles. Chipotles are smoked jalapenos, so they're hot. So if you want things mild, just maybe put in 1. I'm gonna go ahead and put in 2. And I just buy this at the grocery store. This is the brand that I'm using, Imbasa. I just take these out. So that's 1, that's 2. The sauce around it is called adobo sauce. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of that sauce and put that into it. And what I do with the rest of this can is I just put it into a Ziploc bag, sauce and all, and then I'll just kind of push the air out so that it's flat. Kind of separate the jalapenos a little bit so that I can break them apart if I need to. And then I'll just freeze it until I'm ready to use it again. And the last ingredient is the juice of 1 lime. I'm just gonna mix that together in my food processor. It's super simple, this sauce. It's been 25 minutes. I just took these out. They don't exactly brown, they more blacken. Because they have the cornstarch on them, they're not droopy, they're just kind of stiff, but this is pretty crispy. And because they're on Silpat, they just lift right up. Sweet potato fries with a Chipotle lime dipping sauce. They're really super good. The sauce is tangy, it's packing a little bit of heat, so try this recipe today. You can find this recipe and over 200 other recipes on my blog, cookingwithrachel101.com. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Subscribing is easy and it's free, so why wouldn't you do it?